we finally got a little more snow. I've been out doing some shoveling. These city folks don't like it when you don't clear your sidewalks. So I've got them all clear. I've got my Scott's spreader set up and I am salting the sidewalks. Hopefully we're not going to get much more snow for the rest of today. It said there's a possibility of rain in a few hours, but I figured that this salt will help so that I don't have to rush right back to shovel a second time. I was starting my shoveling while it was still snowing. As you can see here, maybe you can tell, this is quite a downwards deal here. And I like to get it good and salted because people walk on foot over here to the Admiral gas station, down from some apartments, a trailer park, and some other areas. They come down for snacks, pops, and cigarettes. Not a lot of foot traffic otherwise, unless it's people just out walking their dog. This end of town doesn't see as much foot traffic. As you can hear, there's a whole lot more automobile traffic than there is anything else going on. I had a couple of sets of footprints through here, but we got two houses side by side. And if the city comes and does your shoveling for you, you get a nice fat ticket. And that ticket comes unannounced, so it's just better to go ahead and shovel and get the salt done. Last time it snowed, we got a day of sun afterwards, and the boys and I had a heck of a time trying to shovel this. So I picked up a new shovel with a metal blade on the end so I could get right down to the concrete sidewalk, and that helped quite a bit. I don't know if you can see how well this is going out. I've got it set supposedly on a 4 3/4 foot setting, and I wish it would dump out a little faster. I made sure it wasn't clogged, but it just doesn't like the thick salt as well as it does grass seed. But it's a lot easier just to turn around and make a couple of passes with this. I was using a large McDonald's drinking cup and it cracked in half, and I remembered I had this on hand. It makes it a lot faster going. I probably spent a good half hour spreading salt last time. So I'm liking this. This is one of my freebies I got on the side of the road a few weeks ago. Oh, probably right at the very beginning of winter. And I just thought, shoot, those people don't want to store that for next year. Maybe they were moving. I get all kinds of freebies and thrifting going on when I'm driving to and from. Tomorrow's trash day around here, and whatever the trash guy doesn't take or people put out by the side of the road, it's just there. We got guys like that, lawn stars out driving around. That burgundy Suburban over there has the for sale sign in the window, and I was watching the guy. He was trying to snowplow with it. It's a 2-wheel drive Suburban. They're not so great in the snow. I'm sure the weight of the snowplow helps. I sure miss my Suburban after a day like today. That Buick was doing okay with front-wheel drive, but I got in some areas where it was getting a little slick. And I know it's going to be a little rough going home tonight. So I'm going to get out of here before nightfall. I got one more sidewalk to do and I'll be done. Well, we're finally getting some more snow here. I think we had about a week with no more new snowfall. We've had a little bit of melting going on. Let me turn this camera around and show you what he's doing for us. So I'm sure you could hear it and probably see it a little bit, but this is our snow pile from clearing the driveway. If you haven't been watching on our Instagram, I have my own parking spot here. There has been no engines up here for probably 3 weeks. So that's made it a lot easier for clearing snow and for having a spot to park, because I have been parking up there where the gravel is in front of the shop. And over here, just so that the wind, that's the west up there, blows all the way up the driveway, and we get snow drifting really bad. So you can see he's got quite a pile built up here The Dodge is snowed in currently, which is fine because I do not want to be driving that and get into a wreck in this weather. The brakes have been kind of on and off on it. Sometimes they're all on and other times they take a second. And boy, I came sliding in at the corner the other day when I came back from groceries last night. I planned my shopping trip a little bit late. And I didn't leave the store until about an hour after it started snowing, thinking, oh, it's hours before all this is gonna start. They said from 4 p.m. last night to 7 p.m. tonight. We're still getting snow, so I'm not going over to do any shoveling over at the workhouse today because by the time I get there, it's gonna be dark and I just don't wanna do it. The city gives you a 24-hour wait time before they have to be clear from the end of the snow. So that way is good because you don't have to worry about that too much. People who pay for snow clearing don't have to have the guy out, 2-3 times. This is a good way to do it. A lot of the snow guys around here are just all in a huff to go out and play in the snow and get paid. So not the case for us. And this is the first year we've had the backhoe going for snow. This is super. Now what he's doing here, this is our yard, and eventually this will be kind of a garden area of some sort. It's been the chicken pen. We've used the shed for the rabbits. The car never got moved for Bethany's garden, and she's expanding her garden from here over this way. And we've got a woodchuck living underneath the shed and some rabbits that like to hide out under the cars. So we've been pulling hay from the barn on a sled, and if you didn't see the video about my Christmas gift a couple of years ago, these ice fishing sleds are great for pulling bales of hay out of the barn through all this. So I tend to take 3 to 4 bales of hay, and this is all downhill, so you just pull it over here to the cows and throw it in their feeder. Well, this is all the steers, and the 2 bulls are in here now. The young bull got separated from his mom when they went through the fence. My son had left it unplugged the one day, and he wasn't dried off from his mom and weaned all the way anyway. The bull has been in here. He got back in again when they switched spots from it being unplugged. Her side is sticking out really far, which is an indication of pregnancy. We don't do pregnancy testing. If you've ever watched Acres of Clay, her husband does pregnancy tests every Monday, and every Monday he's got his arm up a cow's ass. And you know what? I'm not gonna do it. And I just think it's not something I want to be a part of. And these cows, well, they would kick me. We don't have a head gate to stick them in for testing them and everything. She should have had a baby this year and has not yet so far. This younger bull was with her and he was trying to mount her. This is a gay bull right here. He's always trying to mount that bull and be dominant over him. He has been an oddball since he came here with 5 other calves from an auction. And these 4 steers all came here from the same auction from another farm. And they were all big and strong and just grew really well. And that bull has been on the small side and slow growing the whole time. And he's just not a good one for reproduction. So he's slated to go to an auction or to, the butcher when there's openings. 2020 and early 2021 has been thoroughly booked for quite some time. And I'm out here to check on them to see if they need any straw for bedding. And I need to check on their water situation because my son's been doing the feeding and I finally just needed to get up and do some moving today. After days of hard work and doing things, we've been insulating our attic and we've been putting new attic windows in for some energy efficiency. Crawling around through trusses and rafters, and it's a lot of work. So yeah, what water they have left is a bit frozen, so they're going to need topped off, which really sucks because it was 30 degrees and the temperatures are dropping from tonight on with wind chills, and I think it's supposed to get to 0. And it's good that I did come out to check because it's unplugged again, and I am tired of fixing this center line. Oh yes, you need some water. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Jack will win with help, right? We will win.
You will win. Okay, maybe, you might need Trey's help too. Okay, go.
Help? You need my help?
Go. Helping.
They're just picking my arm up.
Helping. Oh, funny. All right. Okay.
Oh, your faces are turning red. Your neck's red. The table's on wheels.
He's so strong. Oh, look his muscles. Yay! Good job.
A bunch of arm wrestling guys.
Yeah.
Let me see.
You're so strong.
Let me see.
You can't see because you're in front.
Let me see.
And you got big muscles too. They just drive right off of it.
What is that? What's that, Mommy? And what are you holding?
The camera.
Why?
Wanna go see?
Yeah. And that bed cool.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Hey kids, look. Mom's showing ya. Our lumber came that wouldn't fit in our truck. 18 footers.
Wait, where
Man,
did
oh,
that
man.
come from? Mommy, where that wood come from?
Yeah.
Lumberyard, George.
Why?
So if you're not already following us on Instagram, go over there. There's a link over in our channel page so you can see what work we've got going on up in the attic. Today's project was getting a lumber delivery to build a wall so that we can put in these new Pella windows so that we have a double hung window in the attic. We're working on some ventilation and we're working on our chimney project. Stay tuned for the next video and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.